Have you ever dreamed of a world where the stars dance, lanterns fly, and magic whispers in every breeze? Tonight, let me take you on an adventure like no other, a journey full of friendship, courage, and a sky that glows with hope. Chapter 1: The Girl Who Chased the Wind. In the quiet town of Hoshimura, nestled between misty mountains and rivers that shimmered like liquid glass, lived a spirited girl named Akari. Unlike other children, Akari had a fascination with the skies. Every evening, she would climb to the highest hill in her village and release small handmade lanterns, whispering her dreams to the wind. Her grandmother, Yumi, often watched her with a gentle smile. "Akari," she would say, "the sky is more than just stars. It's a mirror of your heart. If your heart is brave, it will guide you." One evening, as the crimson sun dipped below the mountains, Akari released a lantern that glowed brighter than any she had made before. To her astonishment, the lantern did not drift away. It hovered mid-air, spinning slowly. A soft voice whispered through the wind, "Akari, follow the light." Startled, but curious, Akari's heart raced. That night, she dreamed of a distant city in the clouds, where lanterns floated endlessly and whispers of ancient magic filled the air. When she awoke, the memory of the dream lingered like the warmth of sunlight. Chapter 2: The Call of Luminara. The next morning, Akari found a small glowing feather on her windowsill, sparkling with a rainbow of colors. She clutched it, and the voice returned. "Find the lantern city, Akari. Only there can the light awaken." Akari packed her satchel with essentials, a sketchbook, ink pens, and her lucky lantern. She hugged her grandmother tightly. "I'll come back, Yumi. I have to see this, Luminara." As she left the village, she noticed the feather glowing brighter with every step. It floated ahead, leading her through forests that whispered secrets and over rivers that reflected the clouds like mirrors. Along the way, she discovered small animals, foxes, birds, and even a mischievous raccoon who seemed strangely drawn to her presence. Chapter 3: The Lantern City in the Sky. After 3 days of traveling, Akari reached a cliff edge. Beyond it was a glowing city suspended among the clouds, its buildings shaped like lanterns and towers that spiraled into the sky. Floating bridges of light connected the towers, and skyfish swam gracefully in the air currents. A boy appeared beside her. His hair was silver like moonlight, and his eyes sparkled like constellations. "You're Akari, aren't you?" he asked. "I'm Sora. Welcome to Luminara." Akari stared in awe. "It's beautiful. How is this possible?" Sora smiled. "This city exists in the space between dreams and reality. Only those with a pure heart and courageous spirit can see it. And now, Akari, the city needs your light." Chapter 4: The Shadows of Forgotten Dreams. As Akari explored the city, she noticed shadows creeping along the lantern-lit streets. Strange, smoky creatures whispered of forgotten hopes and lost courage. The elders explained that these were Dream Wraiths, born from the despair of those who had given up on their dreams. "You must light the lanterns of Luminara," said an elder named Akari, "to restore hope and banish the shadows. But beware, the journey will test your heart." Akari's first challenge came quickly. A vast bridge made of flickering lanterns stretched into darkness. The Dream Wraiths swirled around, whispering fears into her mind. "You'll fail. You're not strong enough." Akari's heart pounded. She closed her eyes, clutched her lantern, and remembered her grandmother's words. "If your heart is brave, it will guide you." With a deep breath, she released her lantern. Its light expanded, illuminating the bridge. The shadows hissed and fled. She had passed her first test. Chapter 5: Allies Among the Stars. Akari soon met Lumina, a small glowing creature resembling a cross between a firefly and a fox. "I'll help you," Lumina said, her voice like tinkling bells. "The wraiths fear light, but together we are stronger." Together, they faced puzzles of floating lanterns, swirling air currents, and mysterious mirrors that reflected not what was, but what could be. Along the way, Akari learned to trust herself, embracing both her strengths and vulnerabilities. She also discovered that Sora had a secret. He was a guardian of Luminara, bound to protect the city but unable to leave. "I've waited for someone like you, someone who can bring hope back." Chapter 6: The Heart of Luminara. At the center of the city was the Great Lantern Tower, its pinnacle lost in the clouds. Here, Akari confronted the shadow of lost dreams, a massive, swirling creature formed of darkness and regret. The shadow mocked her, showing visions of failure and loneliness. But Akari's friends, the animals she met, Lumina, and even Sora, stood by her side. She realized that courage wasn't the absence of fear, it was facing it with hope. With trembling hands, she raised her lantern. It burst into brilliant light, weaving through the tower and spreading into every corner of Luminara. The shadows shrieked and dissolved, leaving behind glittering motes of forgotten dreams. Now restored. Sora smiled, tears glistening. "You did it, Akari. You brought the city back to life." Chapter 7: Return to Hoshimura. Though tempted to stay in the magical city forever, Akari knew she had to return home. Sora gave her a glowing pendant. "Whenever you feel lost, let this guide you. And know, you can always come back." As she descended back to her village, Akari saw the first stars of the evening. She released a lantern into the sky, watching it rise higher than ever before. Her grandmother hugged her tightly. "I knew you would find it," Yumi said softly. "The sky always answers those who chase it." Akari smiled. She realized that courage, friendship, and hope weren't just magic, they were part of her heart. And so, Akari's adventure reminds us all that even in the darkest moments, light exists within us. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but the choice to move forward despite it. Dreams are never truly lost. They only wait for us to believe again.